Stetson 100. I'm not a reviewer or a YouTuber by any means of the word, but I feel that there needs to be more videos on this particular hat out there on the internet. I do know there's several threads in the Fedora Lounge on this particular hat, but there's virtually no videos. There's one very minimal video on YouTube currently with a shop owner telling his story about how he obtained his 100 in a trade, but no information on the hat itself. So I'll do my due diligence and let everybody know about this hat from my research at least. So let me review this hat. I'll remove this plastic and I'll take it out of its case. So the felt on this hat is fantastic. This particular example has almost no blemishes. There's a little moth nibble right there. Very shallow, I could fix it, but I'm not gonna bother. The inside of it is almost mint. The wear that it does have, for example, right here on the Stetson logo, was done by me. I've worn this hat about 3 times, and you know, it happens when you actually wear a hat. This hat was originally sold at the Shooty Brothers Hattery in downtown Houston. It's actually, or it was actually, about 2 miles away from where I live now, but they operate now in Brookshire, Texas, which is about 45 minutes away. This hat right here is in fantastic condition. The sweatband is pretty much mint, and the box itself. So the suitcase that these hats came in was made by Samsonite for Stetson. I believe they did make some cases that you were able to buy separately, but the Stetson 100 came in this Stetson case. This particular example does have the original keys with the little ribbons that they came on and the acrylic hat stand, if you will, for the case. And apparently with other examples that have been found, these typically go missing. Now this hat was made from the early 1950s, about 1951, 52, to the latter part of the 60s. Not exactly sure when, but I do know it's the latter part of the 60s. As far as quality goes, it's fantastic. I believe it's 100% beaver. It's much softer than, say, a Stetson 7X of the same time period. But I'm just a novice when it comes to hat collecting. I really couldn't say how much better the quality was. It did retail for $100 whenever they were being released in the 50s and 60s, which is pretty good chunk of change for a hat. If you adjust for inflation now, it's between $800 and $1,000. So it's, you know, it's a lot of money. Other than that, I'll show y'all the box itself. It's fantastic. You know, it's, you know, heirloom quality, as people say, with fine pieces of antiques. Yeah, there's just some dust on here, but I mean, this case is almost mint. The actual logo for Stetson 100 is in really good shape itself. There's barely any marks or blemishes in this case. There's really not. My example has this kind of teardrop shape to it. Actually, I did that myself. It did have the cattleman fold, or cattleman crease rather. But I had to do it this way just because I'm not LBJ. I'm a big guy, and these hats do kind of sit small in your head just because of the relatively small brim, and I couldn't pull that off. So I did do this myself, and you know, might catch some flack for that, but I could always get it re-blocked back to that cattleman crease. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It was an upscale hat for the upscale man. you know, spending almost $1,000 on a hat even nowadays is just exuberant. I purchased this from the estate of oil drilling executive here in the Houston area. I actually purchased a couple hats from him, and or from his state rather, and you know, very fine hats. Very happy with this purchase. I paid next to nothing for it. I'm not sure how much they're worth now, but you know, I paid considerably less. I'll tell you that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was enough information for anyone who finds a Stetson 100. I had to do some digging, and I'm doing my due diligence as a hat collector to put this video out there so whoever else wants to do research on the Stetson 100 could find it. Bye.